What is up, everyone? It is the Jersey Sports guys here. I'm Kyle.
I'm Aaron, and today we're going to be talking about the news around sports. Okay, so the first news story that we have is the Florida governor is allowing sports to return, so that's good news. Finally, we'll actually maybe see some sports by at least the
I
NFL
mean,
season.
I think it's more
So,
so could we get baseball to play down there or soccer could go down there, maybe. I don't think football will go down there though.
yep. Yeah, I don't think they'll move like the entirety of football down there, but I think, it's a step in the
Oh
right
yeah, it definitely
direction.
is a step in the right direction. I agree.
Yep. Okay, the next widespread. DeAndre Baker and Quentin Dunbar have been arrested for armed robbery. The story is that I heard was they were in a casino and they won the game, but the guy that they beat couldn't pay, so they pulled out a gun on him and told him to give him them his watch. But the watch was fake, so there was no federal charges filed. But they could face minimum 15 years.
I heard a whole different story that they were gambling in that house and they lost $70,000.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah. I don't. I feel bad for the Giants because they just drafted Baker last year, first round pick. But I don't see either of them playing another snap of football, especially with Joe Judge as the Giants head coach and his whole like no nonsense thing. I don't think Baker's gonna ever play a Giant again.
Yeah, he might not be a giant ever again, but I also read that there's no smoking gun, so they can't find the gun that they used, and also there's the case is expected to be dismissed. Professionals think because there's not a ton of evidence against them. It just the guy's word against their word, so it
And I
could be
mean, like
dismissed.
Kareem Hunt's still playing football, so you never know.
Yeah, they might play, but I don't know if DeAndre Baker is going to be a giant anymore. But if he does go to jail, his whole career is done because by the time he gets out, it's not going to be. He might get out in like 12 years if he is still might have probation and playing football. A lot of teams might not want to put him on
A
the team.
32-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, yep. So that's tough for him,
All right,
especially because
Aaron.
he
So
just
what
got dropped.
else?
We got the German Soccer League came back Saturday. Thought it was good.
Oh
We
yeah.
finally have sports. The next game is on actually tomorrow, so
hmm
we'll see how
Um,
that goes.
Aaron, you know me. I'm a big soccer fan. Shout out the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund, the best team out there. I'm so happy it came back this weekend. It was weird even watching it with no fans there, but it was great to see soccer back.
Yeah, definitely. At least again, step in the right direction. We're getting a bunch of sports back, hopefully. So hopefully we
Yep.
will have a lot of sports back. All right. The next story is the NFL might be playing without fans this season, and I think it was Fox that said they might put animated fans in this season. So
I don't
that's
think they should put in animated fans. That would just be weird.
yeah. I think it's going to be. I don't know. I don't like how they're going to do that. I think if they don't have any fans, they should just not have any fans. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, it probably is the smart move to not have any fans there.
yeah,
But I mean, who knows by September how the virus is going to be? Nobody knows.
yeah. It could be a lot better or it could be a lot worse. We will have to see. Um, Next story is NFL player files lawsuit against United Airlines over alleged sexual assault on cross country flight. This is an interesting one. They said that it took the sexual February. We the player has not been identified yet, so we have to see. Um, Interesting and see for teams to see how they flights and which ones they take now.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting lawsuit and see
Yeah,
what
for sure.
happens. Next, the NFL might be changing the Rooney Rule, requiring teams to interview at least two external minority candidates for head coaching job openings and at least one minority candidate for any coordinator job. I don't know how I feel about this because they should have to do this. I think teams should be open to it. I feel like saying you have to do this is gonna cause more harm than it's gonna help. 'Cause, you know, they're gonna be like, okay, we have to do this, so we don't want to, but it might like
My opinion is race and minority and stuff shouldn't be decided on whether or not you're going to be able to win a championship. Whether I don't think it should matter what race you are if you're going to win if you're able to win the team a championship.
yeah, if you're a good coach, you're a good who you
Yeah,
are or what you look like or anything. I think forcing the teams to do this, people like GM's mad. I think they're gonna hire who they want to, despite what the NFL tells them.
yeah, I agree.
Yep. All right. Next story: the Premier League voted in favor of returning to training.
It's coming back, baby. English soccer.
Yep.
Chelsea, come on, you Blues! I cannot wait. It's close race for Champions League. We know Liverpool's going to win the title. They're blowing out everyone.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see if Man City, Leicester, and Chelsea can keep on to the 3 Champions League spots.
Yep. That's gonna be interesting. Again, more soccer coming back. Soccer seems like steps into coming back more than
Italy, Serie A, Italy.
Yep.
It's coming back, baby.
NBA also announced that they're gonna allow like people to start training again. I think what they're gonna do is they're only allowed to have like 4 coach in a facility at a time or something like that. Very few amount of people to minimize, the spread. So
That's good.
it's good.
I mean, MLS teams started training again. And then, did you see the new thing about the NHL proposing a 24-team playoff tournament, like 3 games each, which would mean the Rangers and the Blackhawks would both just sneak in.
Oh, I did not see that. That's gonna be good because I are very.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be great because my Blackhawks will actually have a chance at something this year.
Hopefully we'll do something in the playoffs. So Aaron Rodgers, he had his press conference. Everybody finally in love scenario. I thought one interesting aspect of it was that he said he might not be a Packer. If it comes to that, he might retire somewhere else.
My whole thing is, obviously he wasn't gonna bash Jordan Love or bash the Packers, and obviously this isn't his true at heart reaction. He took a couple weeks, sat down, and was thinking about how appropriately he would want to address this. And honestly, he's right now to think that because they could want Rodgers gone after 2 years, like the whole Brett Favre. But Rodgers knows that whole thing. Favre had 2 years left on his contract, and they gave him the boot. Nobody's safe anymore.
Yeah, but I also think Jordan Love needs more time to develop than 2 years. So I think they're gonna hold on to Rodgers for it. Jordan Love could pan out, and he also could not pan out. We all have to wait and see. Nobody can
Predict it?
Nobody can predict it. It's unpredictable. I think they're gonna keep Aaron Rodgers around for the foreseeable future, and see how Jordan Love develops. If he develops well, but Rodgers also plays well, they're gonna have an interesting decision on their hands.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And the press conference was overall good. He spoke about how Jordan Love didn't ask to be a Packer, and it wasn't his decision. So I don't think he's going to blame Jordan Love for any of this.
I
Brett
think
Favre
he'll be a
did
good
to him.
mentor.
Yeah, I think he will too. But I'm surprised Aaron Rodgers, spoke. I thought he was going to wait a little longer, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was expecting a tweet a day or two after the draft, actually.
Yeah, but I think Rod was surprised, and if he said anything wrong, the media would have slammed him for it and twisted all the words. So I think he wanted to take some time, figure out what he was going to say, and then base his press conference off of that.
Yeah, media definitely would have turned his words for sure.
Yeah, because if he said one thing wrong, I think there would have been stories for the next 2 months about how Rodgers doesn't want Jordan Love there and how they're not getting on. Well, the whole Matt LaFleur and Rodgers thing, they twisted that, which in reality they had a good relationship.
Clearly they had a bad one because Green Bay went 13-3. It was the second best team in the NFC. So clearly,
Yeah,
it
really,
was
really
really
bad.
bad. So,
Yeah.
what other news is there?
Marvin Lewis, former Bengals head coach, he was talking about how the new rule that you have to hire. We just talked about it. The
Minority
what was it
coach.
called? Yeah, minority coach. He said it's having like Jim Crow laws, which I think is a little extreme, but it's Marvin Lewis, so
Yeah, it is a little extreme. I'll give you that. But at
yeah,
the end of the day, it's just what he wants.
yeah, it's just his opinion. He hasn't had a job in a while, so I guess he's trying to get more publicity and get more news towards him.
Hmm.
Um, then Michael Phelps says the pandemic/quarantine is a scary time for his mental health, which is never good to hear an athlete say that, especially as big as Michael Phelps. Hopefully he's okay. Um, I hope he doesn't, do anything that's not rash or
Harmful.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, big athlete. So
great guy.
hopefully he can, hopefully he can help himself and get in the right mental
Stay
space.
strong.
Yep. New York, California, and Texas show support for the return of pro sports. So hopefully those can come back soon, if if they are able to. Um, Again, another step in the right direction. Hopefully by midsummer, I think we should. I hope we're all good, and there's no more quarantine, but we never know.
Yeah, hopefully by the
Yep.
summer, no more quarantine. But who
Yeah.
knows?
Hopefully. Yep. Nobody can know. Yeah. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Tiger Woods. Who's the last guy?
Golf.
The golf match. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Their golf match is going on soon. That's going to be a very interesting one because Peyton Manning and Tom Brady already have been like, trash talking each other. They're big trash talkers, so it's going to be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really exciting.
Yep. Then Devontae Parker and Michael Thomas get into a beef on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
saw that.
yeah, that was very interesting
I
for
mean,
them.
I
Michael
think
Thomas is.
people consider Thomas to be the best receiver, which he's definitely top three. And I think Devontae Parker is one of the most underrated receivers.
Yeah, he's definitely underrated, but I think, he hasn't reached,
Michael
that
Thomas
level of
breaking receptions
receiver
record.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has to he was good this year, but he has to prove himself.
continue to keep at a high level. Keep playing at a high
Yep.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, keep playing at a high level. Dak Prescott turned down what would be the most expensive quarterback contract in NFL history.
How much is
I don't
Pat
know.
Mahomes gonna get? 200 something.
Pat Mahomes is going to get paid a lot of
Because they
money,
thought
but
Dak would turn down what, a 5-year 175. Like
yeah,
I don't
I
get
can't
why he
believe it.
wants more. Like he's not even the best quarterback in his division.
If I was Jerry Jones, I wouldn't pay him.
No, you got Andy Dalton. Use him and then draft like Spencer Rattler or Trevor Lawrence or Felipe Franks.
Yeah, I would not. If Dak Prescott's trying to, ask for that much money, I would not pay him that much money because I feel like there are better quarterbacks out there that you can get for cheaper, like Cam Newton.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
And they just got Andy Dalton too, so I don't think they're going to pay Dak, and he might hold out.
Yeah, I think he will hold out.
Yep. That what was I? MLB proposes a new way to deal with coronavirus. They are trying to have a shortened season with like no fans there probably.
Yeah, there's no
So
way they're going to be able to play 162 games.
yeah, they're trying to shorten
Go Cubs.
their season by a little bit. So yeah, they have a lot of games, and and Yankees are trying to do they're trying to have like drive-in stuff this summer for like drive-in carnivals and all that stuff, so
Yeah,
they
that's
can make
good.
some money again because it's hard with quarantine. They're not they're not making any money.
Hmm.
So yeah, those were all the news stories for this week. So make sure to follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow and listen to our podcast wherever you listen to it. We'll see you next time.
Peace.